Hey guys, it's Stacy from Lady Farrah Tarot. Great, I see the live feed going here. I just wanted to make sure everything's straight, everything's the right way, that you could see everything. I feel like it's super tilted. Alright, please bear with me, guys. Got so many cards on this. Look at me. All right. So. Welcome to Divine Doors. This is something I haven't done in a while. A lot of people on FB love it. So I am going to just do the Divine Door reading. I'm not going to be live. Well, I'm live, but all my videos are pretty much live. But I just wanted to come on. I'm not going to take questions today, but I am going to be on YouTube later at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where I will do the fortune cookie, and I will take questions from subscribers. Okay, so let's take a look. This is our Divine Doors for today. I haven't even taken a look at these cards. I just put them out, and I just want everybody to concentrate on the cards. What's their favorite door today? What's their favorite stone? I'm so glad everybody who's taken a look here, everybody who's, I see eyes, please say hi. I'm gonna just give it a couple of seconds, okay? Please say hi. Look, you can hear me. Okay, hey Lillian, how'd I know you'd be here? How you doing, girl? I'm just going to do the Divine Doors, and then I'm going to do live questions on YouTube later. Okay, so I think everybody's had a chance to pick their doors. I don't know. I'm going with 3 today. I don't know why. Don't know what it is about this creepy old wood door, but that's for me. So let's take a look. Let's start with deck 1. So your Divine Door today is a moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bless of a heart's will. I love that, right? Cherish your memories. Time goes fast. Cherish the time with your children. Hey, April. Because things, just it doesn't last forever. But you could always keep it in your heart. And, the memories are wonderful, right? Of those who've passed on. The tarot today is the 4 of Cups. I'm looking at that. I just want to see some other cup before I say anything about that 4 of Cups. So, these are the Circoli Oracle cards. You are getting a 3. This is a card that today just wants you to, why don't you try and let other people fight your battles for you? Sometimes it's just okay to sit, have the idea, but, sometimes you need other people to fight your battles too. And this is also a card to remind you that, if people... you need people to be behind you, especially with your ideas. It's very important to have people rally behind you and not be afraid to take up the cause. The worst thing you could ever do is take up a cause that nobody really supports, right? But at the same time, if you do have the support, sometimes you have to let other people go out and spread the word. It's not really, shouldn't be all on you. Look how pensive she is. She doesn't know if it's going to work out. She doesn't know if, look, this is funny because this is coming in with the 4 of Cups. That's why I'm glad I got another card. This is what I call the meh card, kind of like this card shows you that this girl is in a bubble. She's really not interacting with the outside. There's the gifts of the beyond, and she's just kind of keeping in her own little place. She's not accepting. She's not really interested in the gifts that the divine is giving her. sometimes I feel like you might have a calling from the divine and you're not really sure if you're interested in taking it. You may have to have other people get involved to help buoy you. You know, maybe it's a situation you just can't do on your own. But right now I kind of feel like you need to get involved in a situation that could kind of cause a war, and you're not really sure if you want to get involved. But I think if you want more memories in your life, you need to do it. We are all mad here. Everyone is a little different. This is so funny. I've been talking to a friend and we were laughing about being weirdos and being nerds and stuff. I mean, I'm like the biggest nerd ever, guys. I am like a total book nerd. I love just weird stuff. I love science. I love string theory. You know, it's just who I am, right? We all have our little quirks. We all have our little differences, and that's what makes the world interesting. If everybody was the same, oh my goodness, how boring life would be. Right? Ooh, somebody's giving me thumbs up and mad faces. Sorry. It's okay. The past is a prison. Bitterness, grudge, and the refusal to let go. I just kind of feel like the message today is maybe we're in a situation where we're just not living in acceptance. We're still bitter. We have a grudge. We're not really letting go. You know, and I don't think you're accepting maybe people for their differences. That maybe it's time you're having a calling to call to action by the universe, and you're really not engaging in that because you're going to have to let go of grudges and bitterness, you know, to have a clear mind to act. And I really do feel with the Four of Cups there is a divine gift of love that the universe is trying to give you, but you're really just very disinterested. And it's coming in with the hourglass of time. You know, we are here for such a short time on this earth, so we really need to make the most of what we have. That's why we need to move past bitterness, and we have to live in forgiveness, because a lot of times, you know, it's very hard. If we could just forgive ourselves, sometimes it makes the situation easier. So that's pack number one. Let me put them back the way they were so they look nice and pretty. There we go. Let me go. That is done. Thank you very much, Spirit. Let's go on to number two. So our divine door today is Secret Sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories in sketches for others to find. I get this card all the time. You know, this is just, you know, what we've lost the ideas of love notes. You know what I mean? We don't write notes anymore. When I was in school and I was a kid, you know, right? And I'm sure there's a lot of people on here with me. We used to write notes to people. I still think I have notes under my bed at my parents' house. I mean, it was so fun, right? Wasn't it? And now we've gotten lost in the texting and the IMing, and and it's weird. I don't feel like anybody gets to know each other. So why don't you let somebody know that you're thinking of them and draw them a funny little picture? It's coming in with the 9 of Cups. Hey, you're almost out of 10. Wish fulfillment. Lots of good stuff. You're taking a bubble bath with the gingerbread man. I mean, what else can you ask for? I feel like I'm too high on the camera. I'm so sorry, guys. That's why I'm running the link, because I sometimes get too out of focus. All right, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, good stuff. Hot fudge sundaes, milk baths with gingerbread men. I mean, there's abundance. And I like that. You're almost at your 10. You're at a 9. Good stuff. I feel like maybe things are moving forward for you. You may have kind of been stuck for a while, but that's kind of clearing up a little bit. Coming in with the Circoli cards is a 13, a 1 and a 3, or a 4. You know, this card wants you to know today that you could stay up in your tower all by yourself. You could cry COVID and anything else you want to. But, you know, when you put yourself up in a gilded tower that nobody feels like they can reach, or if they ask you to do things, you're kind of like, you know, kind of being secretive, you're ghosting, you're not really interacting with others, your friends, they're going to stop asking after a while. If you're making people, if you're not spending time with people who love you, maybe somebody recently, found a little sketch or wrote you a little sketch or tried to communicate with you, and you kind of like kibosh the idea. I almost feel like you were using COVID as an excuse, but it's really not an excuse anymore, guys. We can see our friends. But it's sometimes it's good to be alone, but at the same time, if you're not engaging with your friends, they're going to just stop asking you to do things. And it's coming in with, let's see, transgression, flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. Look at this. This is the unicorn. This is the third eye. Maybe just making decisions when we're not really, our third eye is not awakened, when we really don't have a good spiritual basis to make decisions. And this is where we run into flaws and contradictions, right? Because we internally may feel one way, but then on the outside we're acting another. Across the board, we may care about somebody, but when we get on the outside, we don't tell them we care about somebody. We are secretive. We're not communicating. I feel like that coming in with secret sketches. If you made a mistake, own it. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We're incredibly imperfect. And if anybody ever makes you feel that, they're perfect, they're so not. I mean, it really depends on the huge flaw or mistake. I really don't feel this is a huge mistake. I feel like it's a transgression. You just kind of slipped backwards. And I think it's more of an inside voice thing that you're not listening to. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. I like that. There's not many like you, and people miss you. They want you to come out. They want you to kind of break this this isolation that you're putting yourself in. And this might even be family too. Maybe you're not really communicating with family, and you're making excuses that are kind of like contradictions. Like I was talking to my mother the other day. She needs to go to the Apple store to repair her iPad, but she doesn't want to go to the Apple store because of the COVID, but she will go to Costco. So, it's almost, that's a contradiction. And I called her out on it. If my father's watching, hi Dad. But anyway, it's just kind of one of those. It's kind of like you're talking out both sides of your mouth. People want to see you. They miss you. They feel very connected to you, and they just feel like you're just not there for them anymore. You have tons of abundance in your life. Or maybe this cycle for you is just ending, and there's going to be more love cups coming in your directions with the 9 of Cups. But listen, if people are trying to get in contact with you, if they're sending you texts, I feel like there's some form of communication that's going on here. You need to open up a little bit, all right? Because this isolating is not a good thing, okay? Great. So that is our Divine Door number 2. Thank you so much, number 2. Let's put you back. Okay, so let's go on to 3. This was mine. I have no idea what the cards are. I didn't even look at these. I rarely do, but here we go. A stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Wow, I really love that. This is beautiful. It gives me something to think about, right? Egos and fear, those are so... Ego is... I don't think it's one of the deadly sins, but it certainly gets in the way of us getting closer to others. I think I might be doing that a little bit. I think I might be pushing people away because a lot of people have been getting in my energy lately, and I got to really watch out for that. The Hierophant, that is so funny that the priest, like the higher, like this is, the Hierophant is, like a priest-like figure. Somebody who believes in traditions, religions, spiritual basis for decisions and living our life, and it's coming in with this weird kind of creepy church door. So I'm wondering if it might be time to get down to work on our spirituality in whichever way it manifests itself, whether you're Catholic or you're Jewish or you I believe in other things. Like I'm like more of a Buddhist. Maybe it's just time to get back to our foundations because we might be kind of slipping a little bit. This is a very intense day. It's been a very intense week. So just watch out the story we're telling ourselves with the 17, a 1 and a 7, could be an 8. Do we have any other numbers here? No. This is watch out for the story that you tell yourself. You like listening to this story because this is the story you want to hear sometimes. But, there's always a good guy and bad guy in the story, right? And you got to think who you think the bad guy is. Are you the bad guy? Because you can think that other guys are the bad guy in the story, but you might be the bad guy. Oh, yes. Let's see. Free will, sovereignty, independence, and free spirit. This, to me, is saying today that you can release yourself from the story that you're telling yourself. You are a free spirit, no matter. You always have independence and sovereignty, right? You could be the queen of your own life. You just have to want to, and you've got to, watch out for the stories we tell ourselves, because there's two sides of a pancake. No matter how flat you make it, there's two sides. It's never one way or the other. So just remember that. Free will. And what's our last one for today? Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of the situation. This is so me today. I'm totally taking this to heart. I'm a little crabby. I got out to vote. I'm going to go to the gym. I can't, regardless of the situations, we're all going to be okay. So anyway, like I said, I'm not doing any live reads now, but I'm more than happy to do one for you at 2 o'clock on YouTube. That's where I'll be. Thank you everybody who tuned in. You guys are great. I'm so happy I was able to do something for FB because I love you guys. But I'm just been so stretched so thin. So everybody, I love you so much. Hopefully I'll see you at 2. Talk to you later. Look, here I am. Can I even turn this off?